No harm, no foul. These are my homemade handles. And it would appear that this one was a little bit loose and I lost my pin. In the commercially manufactured ones, the pins are made so that they'll never fall out of here. The way they're tapered so you can slide them so that you can fit the saw in that groove there, but the pin will never come out, which it's no big deal. It's just a little piece of rod. So yeah, you don't have to buy these, you can make them yourself. Pretty fun to make. All I really did, I did a video on it before, but just recapping again. This is just a piece of conduit, pretty much cut in half. A wooden dowel. This is just some square bar that I've cut a channel into, going down here and here for the saw to fall into. And then I drilled a bolt going through the center of the conduit, left a gap in between the two pieces of bar. That way I could get this bolt in here. And how this works is it gets inserted into the saw. Here, I'll show you. So again, how this works is basically it just gets slid down into the saw, and the grooves I've cut in this bar allows it to grab this saw, and then you just shimmy this down to whatever hole you want to use. I've been using the top hole. Now all I got to do is either find that little piece of rod and tighten this back up. The only improvement I'd make on my design, it works great. The only thing is I'm out in the field like I am right now, and something were to happen, like, you know, it just happened, which I really don't take these saws into the woods too much, but the only problem other than the rod popping out is you always got to make sure you have some kind of pliers on you, like an adjustable wrench to tighten up this bolt, where you keep tension on your handle and so it doesn't fall off. But hey, that was fun. I'd like to do that again. I will say the saw was definitely cutting real well on whatever type of wood this is. It seems to vary how well it cuts depending on the type of wood. It always cuts better on greener wood. I guess this is a softer wood, that's why it's cutting so well. And let's zoom in on some of those shavings there. You can see like that one. I was getting some real nice shavings. It was cutting real nice. Especially for me doing it by myself. The shavings on the right hand side, when I was applying pressure and stroking forward, shavings are definitely bigger on that side, because when I'm pulling back I really can't exert too much pressure. And that's when it'd be nice to have another guy on the other side, that way he could exert some pressure on the other side. I'm just playing around. Oh. A little bit smaller than the size of my hand. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what was going on there.